Hello there everyone, this is Shanton Duos here, and today I'm going to be doing What is Ichigo Was Betrayed Part 2. So yeah, if you guys have seen my last video, Part 1 of What if Ichigo Was Betrayed, I I wrote to everyone in the comments that I'll be making Part 2 today, so like I promised, Part 2 will be out today. And one more thing, there was someone in the comments that wrote Ichigo being oops and evil for 34 minutes. I'm gonna try to do the same thing again, but maybe 44 minutes at least, maybe. Or maybe longer. But that title would have been funny. The alternate title. Ichigo being OP, overpowered and evil for 34 minutes. That would have been the best title. But I chose this one. So yeah, this one, Ichigo is in the middle of being a savior and being evil. That is so long. You guys are gonna know, and the reason why I'll say why. The reason why is because Ichigo got betrayed by Soul Society, and he doesn't want to go to the Hollow Side, so he's just gonna end the war between them both by being a solo player and going against it by his own. So yeah. So we're gonna start off at where Ichigo said, "So it looks like the war has started." In an angry tone. No, in his hollow tone. Which I can't really copy. If I could, with pleasure I wouldn't be making the tone. But it's really impossible to make that tone. Then Ichigo.
This bitch go loco.
Oh, Lord, my Lord. I'm gonna pause. If you guys heard that, I'm sorry. He was just trying to be funny, and I told him we don't need that to be funny.
That's not facts.
Oh my god. Yep, like I said, don't worry about that. So let's continue. Ichigo just waited for them, as they took at least 3 hours to get there. They got there after 3 hours as they saw Ichigo in his hollow form. As the hollow leaders. And when I mean the hollow leaders, I mean everyone. From the hollows to the weakest, to the strongest, to the nobles, to the kings, to the queens. Even for social societies, we're all there. All the Soul Reapers, everyone. Even the one that are traitors had to be there to help them. As Ichigo de-transformed and started to laugh as he was saying ha 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 ha. Oh, you Soul Reapers. Soul Reapers and Hollows working together, huh? I never thought this day will come, but the day has finally come for all of you to pay. One for killing my mother, and the other one for even trying to kill me for such a stupid reason. As the leader, the leader made Rukia speak up. As Rukia speak up and said, "Ichigo, don't do this. You can solve this through another way. You don't have to start this war." As Ichigo said, Rukia. The only reason why I'm starting this war is because I learned being kind isn't the only way to show that you can help someone. A hollow killed my mother, and I'm one. But I am using this power to help a friend. He has given it to me, so I'm helping a friend. As for all of you hollows, if you think that I'm gonna kill you in your form, yes, I am. I am killing you with your own kind. I am killing you. Your own kind is gonna kill you. I'm planning to say. As the hollow leader said, "Ichigo Kurosaki, why are you doing this?" As Ichigo said, "You summon a stupid hollow to kill my mother. Why wouldn't I be doing this? And you Soul Reapers, you had a plan on killing me. So, this is why you wanted it. You wanted a war and you'll get war. Then Ichigo got up from his chair, got up from his seat, and just yelled out, Bankai. But instead of going into his form, he went into the form that I had him be in yesterday. That form. His final Getsuga Tenshu form won't be just yet. I need that part to happen. The war will be ending on part 3. So yeah, sorry for all of you guys who like the series. The person who helped me make the script just wanted to make it 3 parts. So it'll only be for now. Sorry for all of us for sorry for all of those people that like this series. But I'll be making more Ichigo what ifs. Like my Deku and Issei's, I'll be making more Ichigos. Which, if I ever make another Betrayal Ichigo, since almost every type of my series have to have a bit of hatred towards people to unlock their power. I'm going to make Ichigo decide to... So yeah, my next Ichigo what if will be, what if Ichigo joined the Hollows? And you'll see where's that going. The only way he'll join the Hollows is because of something, which I won't tell you until that series was made. So once that series is made, you'll understand what I mean. So let's go. As the Soul Reaper leader and the Hollow leaders just yelled, "Attack!" As Ichigo just steal Bankai and went into his Bankai clothes. I'm sorry that I said the wrong thing. He went into his Bankai clothes and summoned his mask. As his mask went into the second stage, Ichigo just grabbed his sword and said, Getsuga Tenshu, as he swung the sword, making all the Reapers and Hollows that were attacking him go out of existence with only one swing. As Issei kept walking. When he kept walking, they sent more people after him. As Ichigo said, I'm gonna need to leave them alive for when it comes for me to lead them. As Ichigo just disappeared in blinding speed, knocking everyone out. He was knocking left to right, up, down. If you didn't see him on the right, he'll be on the left. If you didn't see him on the left, he'll be on the right. If you didn't see him on the right or the left, he'll be up. If you didn't see him up, he'll be on the bottom. As he would just punch you to another world. Or to punch you to another reality and bring you back later. As Ichigo just laughed and said, "You guys sure don't have power. Weaklings." Ha 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 ha. Now it's time to end this. As he yelled, as he touched his mask and pushed it to his face. As his mask fused with his face, making him go into his full-on hollow form, which he doesn't have the tail. He only has the long hair with that mask that make him have a horns and the white body and the red hair on his hands and the red hair around his neck. That's Ichigo's said. Time to die. As he disappeared in blinding speed, as he was cutting through everyone's. Let's say I want him to go unconscious. I want Ichigo. Let's say that Ichigo was. This is where everyone die. I don't care. Ichigo was cutting through everyone's throat, making them die little by little, because Ichigo was a cold-hearted killer. He didn't care what he was doing. He was going left and right, slashing everyone's throat. As everyone that were left saw the bodies, as they were all shocked that he let them live, As Ichigo snapped, all their heads were blown up. As Ichigo just kept walking. Imagine Ultra Instinct walking. That walking. Then Ichigo just said, in a dark tone, "Is that all you got?" As they got Kitsuki and Yoruichi. They were both awake. As Ichigo said, "What are they doing here?" Releasing Bloodlust. Then the Soul Reaper leader and the Hollow leader said, "They're here to this to we're here they're here to show you that we're not afraid of you, Ichigo. So you only got one chance of saving them." As they took Kitsuki's head off. Took Kitsuki the mask off his head. As Ichigo saw him wear as Kitsuki smiled at Ichigo and said, and as he took the tape off his mouth and said, "Don't," as he said for his last word, Ichigo couldn't hear it. As he said, "Don't worry, Ichigo. Just survive this." As his head was chopped off. When Ichigo saw this, he didn't care anymore if the world will get destroyed once he uses his power. Then Ichigo slammed his sword into the ground and started to yell in a hollow tone as Ichigo's body was surrounded by a dark aura. As the dark aura waved, forming a shape of the Reaper, as they all saw death in front of them. And when they said, "What's happening?" Then the death started to speak and said, death started to speak and said, "You all have chosen to die by the hands of this boy. Now, you all shall know pain." As the Reaper laughed and said, "Ha ha 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 ha," as they kept laughing and laughing, making everyone get creeped out about this. But then, when the hollow was done, it went into Ichigo's body. As Ichigo started to shape. His body went from the Bankai form into the final Getsuga Tenshu form as as Ichigo's long hair went longer all the way to his waist. Yeah, that. And his hair went black as Ichigo suddenly had a lot of let's say a lot of bandages surrounding him. Sorry about that. He had a lot of bandages surrounding him. One of his arm didn't have any bandages. Only only his only his hand all the way to his elbow. As Ichigo just looked at all of them, his black and yellow eyes started to glow more lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. So imagine the color of the Master Ultra Instinct aura. That's the type of color Ichigo. That's how light Ichigo's yellow eyes are. So Ichigo was just angry. All the Hollows, Reapers, were seeing at Ichigo and said, "You know, if you use that form, you will lose your powers, right?" As Ichigo just said, "Is that what you think? You stupid Reapers. You have chosen to kill innocent people for your own game. Isn't that worthless of you? Reapers are meant to be noble, not like you all worthless people." As Rukia and everyone else got angry, then a few moments later, Ichigo wanted to start slashing, but he knew that if he showed that this form doesn't have any limit, he could easily kill them all. As Ichigo said, I give two shits anymore. Now, all of you are going to hell! As Ichigo disappeared in a black lightning. And he disappeared in a black lightning and appeared in front of Yoruichi as he took off the rope, grabbed her, put her back to the spot that he was sitting at, and looked at her and said, "You'll be okay. If they even touch you, they will all die." Looking at her with a calming eye. As she was feeling calm, she tried to tell Ichigo not to do this, but Ichigo just disappeared and appeared in front of all of them. As he said, "Come on! Bring your strong people! I got at least 25 minutes in this form." As Ichigo was lying to them. As they all thought they had a chance. A lot of people yelled out, "Bankai!" Then everyone, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna pause real quick. So yeah, I was saying. Then a few people yelled out, "Bankai!" And then another people yelled, "Final, final form." As they all went into the final form like Ichigo. Just to make it fair, but so yeah, when that happened, Ichigo just laughed and said, "Your power is weak." Then they all started to charge at Ichigo. As Ichigo was as Ichigo just charged. Yeah, Ichigo charged at them as the Bankais were. So yeah, the Bankais attacked Ichigo, but Ichigo just slaughtered their head off. As Ichigo looked at the final forms, as he said, "Your turn." And then Ichigo ran to decided to slash at his speed, thinking that his power was fading away. As all of them thought, "This is our chance." As they attacked Ichigo, they were all attacking Ichigo with only one slash. As when they reached Ichigo, Ichigo just looked at them and said, "Getsuka! Holification!" As his body turned white, it grew horns. It got his white mask, and his hair was still white with all the bandages around him. As a white aura appeared on his body. And yes, guys, this is a new transformation that combines the final form with the Getsuga attention, with the holification. As Ichigo just slashed all of their swords away and said, "You think I'm gonna be that weak to fight against people like you? I don't care anymore. Now it's time to pay for what you have done." As Ichigo just cut their head off. He only cut two of the final form people off. As he left Rukia and Renji. I finally figured out the red hair guy, and and her brother Byakuya, yeah, blah, Byakuya, yeah. If I'm saying it wrong, go ahead and tell me in the comments. So yeah, as he said to Byakuya, the leader of the Soul Reaper and the Hollow Leader, were looking at Ichigo and said, "How? No Reaper and Hollow were able to do this, as Ichigo said. I am neither a Hollow. I am not a human. I am a person who doesn't tell anything. Now, be gone, as Ichigo said. Get to God, Kenshu, as he slashed his sword, cutting them off of existence. As Ichigo As Ichigo just didn't cut them off existence, he grabbed the two Hollow leaders, and this is gonna be the end of part 2. Cliffhanger no Jutsu.